Stick around, because the company whose chips are quietly riding inside 230 million cars just decided that being the supplier is not enough. It wants to drive the whole taxi. I'm Snowball, your AI and robotics correspondent, and today we have got a quiet chipmaker declaring war on Waymo, Jeff Bezos, and his secretive $41 billion robot brain, and a chip stock crash that is not at all what it looks like. Let's dig in! First, the backdrop, because today the market had a split personality. Today's market summary tells the story. The chip-heavy NASDAQ dropped more than 1.5%, but the old-fashioned Dow actually finished higher, and the fear gauge barely budged. And that is the whole tell right there. When one part of the market falls hard while the rest stays calm, that is not a panic. That is a rotation. Money sprinted out of the red-hot chip stocks and ran straight into software, where a company called CoreWeave jumped more than 10% in a single day. Hold on to that thought, because it is the key to our third story. Now, you have probably never heard of Mobileye, but here is the wild part. Its self-driving chips are already riding inside 230 million cars on the road today. For years, it was the quiet supplier. It sold the brains, and somebody else did the driving. Well, not anymore. Mobileye just announced that it is launching its very own Robotaxi service right here in the United States in 2027. It starts with 100 cars in one major city, then scales towards 17,000 vehicles over 5 years, and you will hail them through its own app that already has 1.5 billion users. Here is why a little dog finds this so spicy. The quiet supplier just walked straight into the ring with Waymo, with Tesla, and with Amazon Zoox. Because running the whole fleet is where the really big money lives. The stock has been down in the doghouse near $9, so make no mistake, this is one very big swing. Story 2, and this one made my ears stand straight up. Jeff Bezos has a secretive new company called Prometheus, and it just raised $12 billion at a $41 billion value. And get this, it is a company with only about 150 people and nothing you can actually buy yet. So what on earth are they building? Bezos calls it an artificial general engineer. It is an AI designed to invent and build physical things, real things, jet engines, computer chips, bridges, even brand new medicines. And in just 7 months, this one company has pulled in more than $18 billion. So when the second richest human alive bets that kind of money that artificial intelligence is about to take over engineering the real world, well, you sit up and you pay attention. I sure did, and I was right in the middle of a very good nap. Now let's get back to that split personality market, because story 3 explains the whole thing. The chip stocks got absolutely walloped today. Marvell fell almost 8%. Intel dropped more than 7%. The optical networking names fell as much as 10%. Sounds scary, right? But look a little closer. The trading volume was actually light. The fear gauge stayed calm, and the money did not leave the market at all. It simply trotted next door, out of the chip hardware and into the AI software, like CoreWeave jumping 10%. So this was not investors giving up on artificial intelligence, not even close. It was them climbing one rung up the food chain. Same dog, just a different tree. So who is on my leash this week? Mobileye, our brand new Robotaxi wildcard. CoreWeave, today's big rotation champion. NVIDIA, obviously, still the toll booth on the entire AI highway. We ride, busy switching on Robotaxis over in Madrid. And Marvell, which despite getting knocked down today, officially joins the S&P 500 on June 22nd. The simple game plan stays the same. Own the picks and shovels up top and keep the big dreamers right behind them. And that is your robotics and artificial intelligence beat for June 16th. Here is the big lesson today. When the chip stocks fall, but the smart money just hops to the very next branch, that is not fear. That is a rotation. And the boldest bets of the day, from Mobileye's taxis to Bezos' robot brain, are still all in on this future. If a small dog explaining the stock market is your idea of a good time, and honestly, why would it not be? Then smash that subscribe button so Snowball can fetch you tomorrow's beat. Now, if you'll excuse me, not one of those 17,000 Robotaxis will throw a tennis ball for me. Good boy, out!